David, a lot of character shown from your side on Saturday. Having had a chance to look back at it, what's your final takeaways?
I thought a point was the least we deserved. I mean, watched it again. You spend 3 or 4 hours on Sunday morning watching it back and analysing it and doing all that. If anything, we probably deserved to win. We were too open in transition, and it was tweaks. It's not like big major things. There was a couple of tweaks really. Bit of, obviously the first goal, the ball's 15 yards and it's actually still moving, But like I said, the ref got the big decision right. It was a penalty, but the rest of the decisions for both teams was horrific. But that's an aside. We were limited to very, very few chances, like really very, very few chances, whereas we've created lots. So on one hand, we've got to be a bit more ruthless. On the other hand, we can't be as vulnerable in transition. But overall, the actual defending was good. So you take the point and move on. I think to be 3-1 down with 5 minutes to go and to take anything out of the game is all credit to the lads. I thought the whole everyone associated with Grimsby Town believed they were going to get something out of that game, and that's what it'll take. So we take the point and move on.
A quick turnaround now for a game tomorrow in the Carabao Cup. What's the general mood in the camp? Obviously, after that performance, must be quite high now.
Yeah, I think I say we're unbeaten after only 2 games in, but you can be still trying to get your first points or first wins or something like that. Whereas we've already won at home and we've already took a point and come back. We come back twice Saturday. 1-0 and 3-1. Take some character, some belief. So there's a big, the mentality. I was speaking to someone yesterday who said the mentality was unbelievable. Not currently associated with a football club. Like, that's proper mentality, that is. So there's lots of things that we've got to be pleased about, and that being another. But yeah, quick turnaround. First time this season we'll be playing Saturday, Tuesday. So another different challenge now, or a new challenge. But then we played Saturday, Tuesday in pre-season. So, and I'm sure all the players have played Saturday, Tuesday before. So it's not something that's new. But we've got to make sure we turn up and perform. It's obviously the atmosphere in the first game was outstandingly good. The fans deserve a huge amount of credit for the atmosphere inside the stadium, and I'm hoping that the fans turn out again and give a similar kind of, or provide a similar kind of atmosphere, and we provide a similar kind of performance.
And we progressed to round 2 in the Carabao Cup last season. I'm sure you're hoping for that as a minimum this year as well.
Yeah, look, I'm sure Shrewsbury will be saying the same thing. We played against a full house, Sheffield Wednesday last year, and I thought we gave them a real good run for the money for a while. So yeah, we're hoping to progress as far as we can. It's, the key is to win. That's it. The key is to win. That's what cup competitions demand of you, to progress. So we've got to make sure that we do that. It's as simple as that. Like I said, the last performance at home was very good, probably the most dominant since I've been at the football club. And we've got to make sure we keep them standards as high as that.
And how important do you view these kind of competitions, almost from a team selection point of view, because you can get to look at other players, can't you?
Yeah, look, the whoever we pick, it's an opportunity, much the same as it was last Saturday, much as the same it is next Saturday. The players work hard every day to impress. But like we saw on Saturday with the substitutes, they made a big difference. Was that because they come on with unbelievable energy? Yes. Was it because they're good players? Yes. Was it also because the players that they replaced had worked extremely hard to try and be better than the opposite number whilst they were on the pitch? Yes. So it's not just a case of the subs were great or anything like that. It's a team, squad, collective thing, and that won't change whether it's a cup game or a league game.
Looking at Shrewsbury specifically, they're a side that came down last season. What do you expect from them? It was a difficult time last time out in the league, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think people can get caught up on that. At the end of the day, they were a League One team last year, and the majority of the squad are the same or similar. They've recruited really well, and now it's just about time. Michael's a really good coach, like a really good coach, so he just needs time, and they'll be more than fine. They'll be a strong team. So we've got to expect a strong team, because that's what they will be. And, I'm sure Saturday was obviously a disappointing result for them, but then that doesn't mean to say that means that they're going to perform like that tomorrow night. It just doesn't work like that. So we know we've got to be right at it, and if we're not, regardless of who the team is, footballers can have a nasty habit of kicking in your shins if you're not on it. So we've got to make sure we are on it, whoever Michael picks and whoever he selects, you've got to be right on it.
And like you mentioned previously, we want the fans to be right on it as well. BP can be a really tough place to come, can't it? So you want as many people to get in those terraces.
Yeah, I thought the atmosphere last game of last season, first game of this season was terrific, and we've got to keep building on that and keep making that better. The tifo in the pontoon was fantastic. So all these little bits, the haddocks in the last game of last season, all these little bits that we're trying to do to increase atmosphere, the feel-good factor around the place. Obviously, it helps if we win. We're not stupid, and if the lads are playing well. But we want a team that the whole town can be proud of, and we're trying to get that. And I'm hopeful that the fans can see that, and they bring the voices tomorrow night and cheer us on again.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.